Michael always believed that caring meant carrying conversations long after they'd ended, carrying worry for people he loved, carrying concern for the world that felt fragile, divided, and strained. He didn't question this. It felt natural, responsible, and loving. But over time, something had begun to blur. Care had quietly turned into weight. He noticed it after certain conversations, how his chest felt heavier, how his thoughts replayed what had been said, how responsibility lingered even when there was nothing he could actually do. Michael realized that he wasn't just listening, he was absorbing, and no one had ever told him that he didn't have to. There was a moment one evening when it became clear. He had listened to someone he loved share something painful. He stayed present. He didn't interrupt. He didn't try to fix it. And still, hours later, the heaviness remained. That's when he asked himself a new question. Is this caring, or am I carrying something that isn't mine to hold? The question startled him because he never considered that caring and carrying might be different things. Michael had lived as if love required full emotional occupancy, as if stepping out of someone else's pain meant stepping away from them. But something inside him knew that wasn't true. He began to notice how often he felt responsible for outcomes he couldn't control, how often empathy tipped into self-burdening, how often he mistook presence for pressure, and slowly he saw the cost. He was tired not because he didn't care enough, but because he cared without boundaries. This wasn't about becoming detached. It was about becoming clean in his care. Michael tried something new. When someone shared something heavy, he stayed with them, but he noticed his body. When he felt the urge to take responsibility, he paused. He let concern exist without gripping it. He listened without rehearsing solutions. What surprised him was how much closer this felt. Less strained, less weighted, more honest. Michael realized that carrying everything had been a way of trying to help, but it was also a way of staying tense. Letting go didn't mean letting people down. It meant trusting them and himself more deeply. Care, he discovered, didn't require collapse. Love didn't ask him to disappear. He could remain open without becoming overwhelmed, present without being consumed, and something softened inside him. The world didn't feel lighter, but he did. If you're listening and recognizing this pattern in yourself, the way care slowly becomes weight, consider this gently. You are not required to carry everything you care about. You're allowed to love without holding the full burden of what you cannot fix. Compassion doesn't mean collapse. It means staying open while remaining whole. And we'll keep learning this balance together.